Hello, everyone, and welcome to the series analysis episode of Seattle Baseline Podcast. My name is Julian Smith. I'm with Alex Hong. Alex, a frustrating series against Kansas City Royals. We tie it 2-2. Offense didn't score very well. How do you feel?
Hey Julian, yeah, I have to agree with you there. A frustrating and tough series that was. In the pre-episode to the series, we talked about how we would like to at least win 3 out of 4 or even sweep. We didn't do that. We actually tied the series, so that was very disappointing. There's a few things that stood out to me in this series. We also talked about in the last episode how we needed the offense to play really well. A key to this series was our offense plays really well, they'll be easily able to outscore the Kansas City Royals offense. And that partially stayed true, as in the Royals offense, except for the one game they scored 6 runs, they didn't score that many runs. So realistically, we should have been able to dominate if we had been able to produce a decently consistent offense, but that actually didn't happen. So that was a frustrating part indeed. What were your thoughts on that?
Yeah. So Randy Rosarena goes out and plays his best series in 2025. Great for him. 4 home runs in 4 days. I could not be more happy with Randy's performance. JP, 7 for 17. He plays pretty well. My big concern is the 2 and 3 batters, Julio and Cal. They went for a combined 3 for 29 in this series with 1 home run from Cal in the first game of the series. Other than that, Cal strikes out crazy amount of times. It's not good. And whether that's because of home run derby practice or stuff that's going on behind the scenes, fatigue because of so many games, I don't know. But Cal needs to step it up as the superstar of this team right now, especially because Julio hasn't played as well as the not the expectation, but the way that he's portrayed to be in this this season as part of the Seattle Mariners. We had we had great performances from Randy and JP. Julio and Cal need to step it up, and with the Royals not scoring as many runs as other teams, credit to their pitching staff. The pitching staff's been very good for this year, but the Mariners need to score more than 2 or 3.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. I mean, we've seen it earlier this year how Cal, he has an amazing performance. He solo single-handedly wins a series, not even just games, right? So, I mean, any player can single-handedly win you a game, but Cal and Julio have the potential, especially Cal, to win an entire series for you. But expecting them to do those two players to do it every single series is very unlikely. I mean, the rest of our players, I mean, even if we say they play well, they don't have the capability of actually winning the entire series for us. So that's another sort of a fundamental potential problem with the team is in fact we rely too much on Cal Raleigh. If Cal Raleigh doesn't have an amazing series, then we're going to see a lackluster performance overall by the offense. So we can see a little bit how even though we got 10 hits in the final game, we only scored 2 runs, right? Cal's power usually gets us a good amount of runs. He gets us the bases in with the home runs he's been hitting. So we can see some flaws in this offense in the fact that Cal hasn't been playing well too lately, and actually that's kind of correlated with our offensive performance in the last this series and the previous series is from what I've seen. Any other thoughts on the offense?
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with you because this offense is anchored by superstars. It's not a lineup full of star, 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 star. It's average superstar, superstar is what it's supposed to be. And then you've got down the line as if you get further to the 9 and 8 hole hitters, Cole Young and Ben Williamson, they're not going to produce as well as Cal Raleigh and Julio Rodriguez. That's not what they're meant to do. And Cal Raleigh is playing like a maniac right now. He's playing insane. There's going to be series where Cal Raleigh doesn't play good. And that's what we saw this series. And this Mariners lineup needs to be able to not only capitalize on pitchers' mistakes, but go out and score runs, intentionally score runs, attack the pitchers on the other side. And that's what the Mariners failed to do this week. The Mariners need to figure out a way to combat pitching. That's runners in scoring position. 10 hits, 2 runs is not good.
Hmm. Yeah, I have to agree with you there. Our pitching, I was relatively satisfied with our pitching, but Logan Evans, we could talk a little bit about him. He's actually back on the Mariners now since Hancock got sent back to Triple A. He had a good outing last time, or yet the last game of the series, which was good to see because we're gonna need him in the future series we have coming up next, right? We might as well talk about it now. The Pirates are coming up. Do you have any thoughts on what we need to do against the Pirates?
Okay, so the Pirates win-loss record does not give the Pirates justice because the Pirates have gone 6 wins in a row so far, sweeping the Mets and the Cardinals. A big part of what they've done is their offense. I'm going to read you a list now of players that have 5 players that have over 400 on base and 1 player that's close to a 400 on base in the last 7 games for the Pirates. This is it. Here we go. Tommy Pham, Andrew McCutchen, Alexander Canario, Adam Frazier. Oh, we know that guy. Ke'Bryan Hayes, Joey Bart. Those 6 players are playing insane right now. And the Pittsburgh Pirates are coming to Seattle. I believe I heard the in-game announcement say that Paul Skeens will be pitching on Sunday against George Kirby. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope not. Or I hope I'm wrong. Actually, I really hope I'm wrong. I don't want to face Paul Skeens, but that's those 6 players are offensive maniacs for the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Mariners need to shut down the Pittsburgh offense and score runs. How do you feel?
Yeah, honestly, because this Pirates team, we talked about in the last few episodes ago, how we talked about we're looking forward to go against the Royals and the Pirates because they're going to be softer series, especially the Pirates, in fact. But now the Pirates are actually a threat. They've been playing really well lately, and as a team is hot, they can be dangerous and beat any team in the league. So just looking at their record, we cannot take them lightly. We got to go full on, full force, and try our best against the Pirates. This team is very, very different than the Pirates specifically is very different than what they were playing in probably May or April. They've been playing really well in the month of June. And in fact, their bullpen has a 2.48 ERA in June, which is actually the second best in the league behind the Cubs, who have a lot even crazier ERA. But to say the least, the Pirates, they've been hot on all cylinders. They've been playing well like crazy, and that's how they've been winning so many games. So yeah, and then you talked a little bit about Paul Skeens. He's their ace, like absolute superstar pitcher. He's going to be very tough to deal with. I mean, the Pirates are just a lot more scarier than like we initially thought. So that's a little concerning for the Mariners, considering Mariners haven't been playing their best lately. So it's going to be definitely a lot tougher of a series than we initially thought.
I feel like the Pirates are at the best level that the Pirates can be. They're a team that's like the Detroit Tigers. They have Skeens, who's basically the same level as Scooble. They've got they've got a few pitchers in their starting rotation that are in the range of 4 ERAs. And then the other 2 pitchers are not too great, but you've got the offensive staff that can tear apart the other side's pitching, and that's how they're going to win games. If the Pirates are going to beat the Mariners this series, from a Pirates standpoint, the Pirates would need to score 5, 6, 7 runs against the Mariners. I think that's what the Pirates are looking to do against the Mariners. So from a Mariners standpoint, what we need to do is completely we're going to take away the fact that or take away the idea of we're going to shut him out. That's with the way that they're playing right now. I don't think that's going to happen. I think that it's going to be a competition of we're going to keep him as low as we possibly can, and then we're going to score slightly higher. That's I think To me, that's what this series seems like. It's more of a, if we can keep the Pirates down to 2 or 3 runs, the Mariners score four, and that's how the Mariners win the series.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that one. I think having a very balanced approach is the way I think the outcome that's going to happen in this series. The Pirates offense, they've been playing well lately, but actually from the start of the year, their offense was very, very bad. Their pitching has been pretty good throughout the year, but their offense has been really, really bad. So they definitely do have the potential to play bad on offense, but lately they've been playing good. So that's obviously the concern. So I think the Pirates have been playing a lot more of a balanced team, a balanced approach lately with their offense and the pitching. And I think the Mariners need to balance that, but just do a lot better. I mean, our pitchers are good too. We definitely have the potential to shut down their offense, maybe not completely, but to an extent, right? And our offense, we know, has the ability to play well, even against good pitching. We have good players like Cal Raleigh and Julio Rodriguez. If they come out and fire on all cylinders in this series, I think it'll go really well as well. So I think I agree with you on those goals. I mean, it would help if we aren't against Skeens, but even if we are against Skeens, I still expect us to make sure we need to win this series coming up. I mean, I feel like anything can happen in this series. I feel like we could get swept. I mean, we could end up sweeping them, or we can like split the series or 2-1, 1-2. I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
I feel like the goal should definitely be to at least win the series. I feel like that should always be the goal with any team we go against, but especially for this one.
Yeah. And I think here's a I think a hidden weakness that this Pittsburgh team has is its defense, not the pitching, but its outfield defense. They've been dropping the ball, misreading fly balls for a while this month. This month, that's the one problem that the Pittsburgh Pirates had. That's why their ERAs are low, but the runs that were scored on the Pirates have been slightly higher than their ERAs. That's because of errors. And if the Mariners can put the ball in play, contact, more contact approach, the Pirates might self destruct. That's what the Mariners are looking for. I think that that's how, if the Mariners are going to win this, that's how the Mariners will score.
Yeah, that's honestly a pretty good approach. Contact, maybe more of a contact approach than just hitting it out of the park every time will do us justice. We've had a lot of strikeouts lately from this team, so it'll be good to see just more some balls batted into play. All right, Julian, do you have any other thoughts about this series coming up?
Nope. I think we put the ball in play, we score more runs, we win the game, and we'll see you guys back in the actually the next one, or no, the next one won't be the All-Star one. The next one will be the Yankees one. We'll see you in the Yankees one. Thank you everyone for watching. Be sure to check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and our beautiful faces on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram. And as always, go Mariners.
Go Mariners.